Ah. What's going on? Jimbo, Shama, what's going on? Craze. Alrighty, guys. Very good news from your boy today. Your boy is finally employed. Type shit. And the whole Cain Velasquez thing kind of looks like it's going to be much more, it's going to be wrapped up a lot quicker than originally thought. He could get out like January 2026. Let me get my music going. The toxic, you're going to go. Amen. Happy for you, bro. I got an interview this week. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Wishing you all the best, my man. Let me throw this on the community tab. Dude, the views finally bounced back. I was stressing for a minute. I was like, for fuck's sake, man. Can we get some views on these videos? People are fucking with the John Jones is the worst champ in UFC history video. But I swear we need a free Cain Velasquez chant at UFC Mexico City. Literally the first UFC champion of Mexican descent has brown pride tatted on his chest, and the fights are in the fights are in Mexico City the week that he gets sentenced. We need a free Cain Velasquez chant in Mexico City this weekend. Also, dude, Steve Erceg versus Brandon Moreno, fucking sick fight. High-level flyweights, even though we don't get that many KOs and shit like that. High-level flyweights, dude. Always fun fights. Rocco Taco, what's going on, baby? Good to see you in the chat. Your man is now employed. I finally have a job, and it's coaching MMA. How sick is that? Shama. Look, dude, MMA is fucking combat sports is my whole life now at this point, you know? Came a long way, still can't believe I made Forbes. Guys, do me a favor, like the stream down below, please, and thank you very much. But we're gonna take a little bit of a dive into what's going on with Cain Velasquez, because it's looking like he's gonna be able to get out in about January. Let me find Helwani's video on it. I don't feel like reading an article right now. I love Moreno, but I low-key want Erceg to win because I thought he beat Pantoja. I don't think he beat Pantoja, but I understand the argument for it. It was kind of like DDP and Sean Strickland's first fight, in January of 24, I think it was, whenever that was. But it was one of those where like I thought DDP like won, but it was so close. Like if it went the other way, I wouldn't have like called robbery. Like, I don't think Pantoja won via robbery. I think he just won a toss-up close fight. And those type of fights tend to go to the champ. And I like Moreno a lot too, and I understand why the UFC wants him at the top of the division, because if flyweight doesn't have any stars, like a Moreno type of shit, I mean, Pantoja I wouldn't say is a star. Moreno is definitely a bigger star than Pantoja. Without a guy like that, I mean, freaking the best fighter of all time, or top 3 fighter of all time, and Demetrius Johnson was the champ in that weight division for like fucking 8 years, and they almost closed the division because it was so unpopular. And so they need a star in that weight class. And so I understand why they push Moreno like that. And also Dana kind of has a hard on for Mexico being like the next hot spot of MMA, because he grew up a boxing fan, started as an aspiring boxing promoter, and then ended up in MMA, obviously, because that was the opportunity that presented itself with buying the UFC and all of that. But I think Dana wants the next wave to come out of Mexico really bad, because if you consider like the different waves that's come in, originally it was America and Brazil. Obviously, Brazil's always been like a major part of MMA for its entirety, especially because of jiu-jitsu. But well, let me turn my music down. I'm getting a little too turnt over here. I got Playboy Cardi in my ears while I'm talking to you guys. But hold on. But anyways, so it kind of comes in waves of where the superstars are. Like we had the Brazilian and Americans very early on. And then obviously once Khabib came through, it was just the flood of Russians and Dagestanis and Eastern Europeans like Kazakhs and Tajikistan and all those type of guys. Cause there's a million guys. There's a million guys from that part of the world. And I think we're kind of looking at Mexico being the next hotbed of MMA. Like if you think Raul Rosas, Manuel Torres, Alexa Grasso is champ. You could even throw some people in that aren't even actually like born in Mexico, but of Mexican descent, like Kelvin Gastelum's in the co-main event this weekend. And Dana White was saying that he thinks that like a Conor McGregor level of star is once per generation. And he thinks that this next generation's because we're past the Conor era. We're into the like postmodern UFC era, I guess you could say. And that means there's going to be a new star. Dana thinks it's going to come out of Mexico. It's definitely not Raul Rosas, though, in my opinion. But he's only like 19 years old, so we'll see. New Cardi album is gas, dude. That's what I'm saying. And he just dropped a few more of the like YouTube releases that he put out during 2024. He put those on Apple Music. So Different Day, and then the song called 2024, Backrooms, the one with Travis Scott, and then he added a new one called FOMDJ, and then he put the Evil Jordan music video on there, which I don't really care about, but that the Backrooms song with Travis is super dope, and then the song that's called 2024 is produced by Kanye. Hola Wyatt, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, ¿y tú? Wyatt, Cain is not guilty. Cain is innocent. So I understand. Okay, well, objectively, he is guilty for the things that he was found guilty for because he did do those things. He did drive around in San Jose firing a gun in public while trying to run someone off the road. And then he actually ended up shooting and injuring the guy that was molesting his kid was in the car with his stepfather. And the guy's stepfather who was driving the car had absolutely nothing to do with it. He actually got shot. So there is like a crime that happened, and it's like, you know, vigilantism and stuff like that. But I understand from like a human perspective, basically what the judge said is he said that the mitigating actions are or the aggravating actions justify the mitigating actions. So he was basically saying that the thing that happened, his child being molested, is equal to getting shot at. That's essentially what the judge said. And he gave the lightest sentence possible. And he's getting credit for time served. He'll probably be out on good behavior as well. He'll probably be out in like 7-8 months. And his kid's only 7 years old now. So it's not like he's missing his entire kid's life. But who knows? He might, dude, I could see Dana White making a call to Trump about a pardon like right now. That's what I said in my video that I posted about it last night. If you haven't watched it, go watch it after this stream. If Hunter fucking Biden can get a pardon with all the shit he did, then a guy that was trying to defend his family should be able to get out. Now, I understand that there's the stepfather that got shot, and you're not necessarily responsible or know the entire life of your stepson that just happens to be in your car. But I don't know. I hope he gets out, dude. I think that in like the way that society is today and the way that like the traditional family structure where kids have their parents as a part of their life is like under attack on a daily basis. That's one of my more like right-wing, like red pill takes, is that like the traditional like family unit is under attack. And so I'm like, that's just what I think. Be mad at me if you want. But that's why I think the judge had some common sense. And he said the worst punishment would be taking Cain away from his kid. And that's like, you know, that's how I feel too. It's like taking him away from his family is the worst thing possible. So especially he didn't like go out of his way. He didn't do something unprovoked. His kid literally was being abused. The detail, there's some of the details I won't like say on stream. You guys can go look at them yourself, but what they're saying is that his kid got raped by a grown man over 100 times. His 4-year-old kid, bro. That shit makes me want to cry. That's terrible. Cain is innocent. Connor is the one who have to be in jail for sexual assault. Yeah, but Connor's case was dismissed for lack of evidence. And also he was not found criminally guilty. He was found civilly liable for physical assault. I know that it's kind of fuzzy there, but that's what happened. What is happening to the guy that molested Cain's kid? He is set to stand trial. His trial starts on June 2nd for this charge. It's a felony lewd acts with a minor. So being a child molester. So yeah. Imagine if he ends up in the same prison as Cain, dude. Street justice. Prison justice. I hope Trump does something about it. I think so too. I think he will. I hope he will. Type shit. I think everyone can understand why Cain did what he did, but only 5 years for discharging a firearm from a moving vehicle in traffic and not hitting your intended target is a hell of a deal. David Banner, 100% accurate, bro. Like everybody, I think, agrees that Cain should not be in jail for trying to defend his family. But given what he technically did, like the whole vigilante law type of thing, which they take pretty seriously, basically like I get it. He should have they were trying to give him life. They were trying to give him 30 to life. How crazy is that? I said, hey, nothing's going to change. I've been on that E-way. She want to fuck on my DJ. Yeah, but fuck, what was I looking at? Oh, Helwani was talking about how Ariel Helwani. He said he could be out in January, which is nice. Yeah. One sec, guys. I'm just finding this Helwani post. You think it's over for Leon? Absolutely. Leon is fucking cooked, bro. And hear me out, dude. The more that I see with Leon, like since his the more that oh shit, hold on. What's going on? My computer's freaking out. One sec. Yeah, Leon is 100% cooked. Like, it makes me think that his win at 278 over Leon was a fluke. Or over Usman was a fluke. It's crazy. I was just explaining. This is a good time for Usman to come back and get a rematch. Who, with Leon? He's already lost to him twice. They fought 3 times. People forget Usman and Leon have fought 3 times. There will be no Leon versus Usman 4. Absolutely not. Fucking Felicia. I hit that bitch like a deer. All right, hold on. Let me zoom in for you guys. All right. All right. So here's what Helwani had to say about Cain getting released potentially soon.
Consider the time served. It might end up being, according to his team, from what I'm hearing, as soon as potentially January with some good behavior involved to where he could be released. So initially when we heard about the 5 years, oh my God, 5 years is a nightmare. And any day behind bars for a good man like Cain Velasquez is a nightmare. But I do believe that this was a good day for Cain Velasquez, all things considered, when you consider and factor the fact that they were seeking 30 years to life. As you can see there, he is being credited for 1,283 days served. We were reacting to some of the visuals of him yesterday, courtesy of local news outlets, and he did seem very much at peace. There he is, hands in his pocket, with his daughter by his side. That's a man who looks to be at peace. Look at that. It's almost like he's somewhat smiling. And, we have seen a change in Cain's demeanor over the last couple of years. A gentle giant, soft-spoken, one of the nicest human beings that I've ever come across. When you consider the time.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about all this because everything that everybody says about Cain Velasquez is that he's one of the nicest guys. And so, I don't know, man. But his, I forgot the abuser's name. Here we go. Found him. So yeah, this is the guy that allegedly, obviously have to protect myself for legal reasons because he has not been found guilty yet. But this is the guy who allegedly, who's accused of molesting Cain Velasquez's son. It says, the man accused of molesting the son of former UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez has a jury trial set in a near 3-year-long criminal case. Harry Galarte did not appear in person for a trial-setting hearing Wednesday in Santa Clara County, California, though he did join electronically as he was given a June 2nd jury trial date by Judge Benjamin Williams. Williams ordered Galarte must appear in person for his jury trial. Galarte faces 1 felony count of lewd acts with a minor after he was accused of molesting Velasquez's then 4-year-old son at a daycare owned and operated by his mother in February 2022. That's the craziest thing to me, dude, is you're paying money for these people to fucking take care of your kid and your kid's getting abused there. It's fucking terrible. Since his arrest, Galarte has been out on bail with GPS monitoring. He has maintained his innocence and has pled not guilty. Days after his arrest and release, Galarte and his family were allegedly pursued in a high-speed car chase, during which Velasquez pursued them and fired a gun that struck and injured Galarte's stepfather, Paul Bender. Blah, 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 blah. Pleaded. Initially, he pled not guilty. In August, he pled no contest, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he's out on bail. How crazy is that? Cain Velasquez is in jail. I understand why, but Cain Velasquez is in jail. While the guy that is accused of raping his 4-year-old child over 100 times is at home. Fucked up. Fucked up, dude. When I have kids, the only people that will watch my children are their mother, my sisters, and mother. I'm not leaving my kid with any stranger. Yeah, dude. Damn, dude. That's crazy. Hot take probably, but Leon was never that good to begin with. Fluke KO over Usman, who was dominating him until the head kick, arguably lost the 3rd fight. Here's what I will say. It's not that he's not good. He's incredibly talented. Incredibly talented. But he does have a big tendency to quit in fights. I mean, he just doesn't have that dog in him, whereas, like, I'm trying to think, like a Dustin Poirier in there till the last minute of the fight trying to finish Islam Makhachev, who's way better than him, And all these different things where, man, Leon is just such a wasted talent in some ways. It's so frustrating because when Leon's on, it is entertaining to watch, like when he actually starts to cook a little bit. But then when I think back through it, he just doesn't have any sense of urgency. He's okay with a fight being boring. All those things. It's so frustrating to see somebody that's so talented. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that is so talented to just have no heart at all. And it's like, for fuck's sake, dude, you are a professional cage fighter. If the I'm trying to think of like what I'm trying to say here. Like, you're a pro cage fighter. If you can't find like that dog in you for the sake of being a fighter, I mean, at least like fight for the money or something. Like, find motivation. This is your life, bro. You've put 20 something years of training martial arts into this. And you're over here fucking just going like, oh yeah. Like, consider an NFL team. They don't just, like, when Tom Brady and them were losing to the Falcons 28-3 at half. They didn't go, oh no, let's just go home. We can just mercy rule this right now. Because that's essentially what Leon does. He finds his way out of fights. He like mercy rules himself. He's like, I'm kind of getting cooked. I'm all right on this. You see Kevin Holland do it too, but less often. Fight Society, man. Bro ain't beating the unk allegations. What do you mean unk allegations? I'm 26, bro. I'm not old enough to be an unk. I'm like big bro status right now. I'm not unk status. I'll tell you what though. I am going to be an uncle soon though. I'm going to be an uncle soon, so I guess at that point I will have no way of beating the unk allegations. Exactly. Yeah. Technically I will actually be an unk in like 6 or 7 months, something like that. Shawty gonna let me crush. But you didn't know that till just now, so you were just slandering me for no reason. I'm big bro. Shawty gonna let me crush. Shawty gonna let me crush. Guys, I got another. I had trouble getting in contact with the GFL, but I got another contact. I got another person to talk to. I'm hoping that I can, because their first event is 5 weeks away, and it's in LA. I'm super hoping that I can get a press pass to this shit, because I've tried before. The last time that I tried to get a press pass was PFL, and they were going to give me a press pass, and it was the day that I dropped a video about them not paying fighters and like not giving the Bellator guys fights. It was way back when the Gegard Mousasi shit happened, and I was like, I made a video said PFL is screwing their fighters, and dude, it was literally like I applied for a press pass with PFL, and like it was like I applied for the press pass. I didn't hear from them for like weeks. And then they said, yeah, everything seems good. Just send us a link to your channel so we know what's up. And I did. And they'd stopped responding because it was the day that I dropped a PFL is screwing their fighters video. I was dirty macking on that thumbnail too. I'll show you. Fucking Felicia. I hit that hole like a deer. Once that baby grow up, they will be saying Volk is overrated. He only beat Cans, Korean Zombie. Who is that? You will be screaming, you have no idea how good Volk was in his prime. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, dude. How's the gang doing, guys? Let me know in the chat. What's up? Let me get this on my IG too. I'm gonna fuck around and give it to her. It's crazy. Let me look. Okay, let me actually judge the. Let me actually judge the validity of Volk being overrated in like 20 years. Let me see. Let me peep Volk's resume. Back in high school, I always went polo. But she had moto. Okay, so 4 losses. Okay, Ilia Topuria, great loss. Islam, great loss. Islam, great loss. And one he arguably won. Now the wins, Yair, Max 3 times, Korean Zombie, Ortega, Jose Aldo, Chad Mendez. It's a pretty fucking solid resume. Don't know, Shane Young, Jeremy Kennedy, Darren Elkins is a vet too. So, a win streak that involves Darren Elkins, Chad Mendez, Jose Aldo, Holloway, Ortega, Korean Zombie, Holloway, and if you consider just at featherweight, if you take out that Islam decision loss, Yair too. Like, Volk is actually somebody that really deserved a double champ shot. And I think if he wins this and Islam loses to like a Taporia or an Oliveira, he's going to call to move up. Arturo, what's going on, baby? What's going on, brother, man? Volk lapped the division and never had a snoozer, unlike Izzy. Yeah, because Volk doesn't train full-time at City Kickboxing. At City Kickboxing, they go, hey, we're going to teach you how to calf kick and jab while running from your opponent to a decision win. Exhibit A, fucking Carlos Olberg last weekend against Jan Blachowicz, which Jan should have won. Like, what are we really talking about here? Goblin, great vids, brother. You be spitting. Thank you, dude. Much appreciate, man. Just trying to bring you guys good videos type shit. See you at the top. I'll see you at the top. Jan was moving forward the whole fight, too. That's what I'm saying. I guess Leon didn't have it the other night. Dude, here's the conversation we're having now is, did Leon ever have it? You know what I mean? Everyone's from CKB fights like Izzy except Hangman Dan. Yeah, Dan Hooker's he's like the one like enforcer autistic guy who just trains with some of the best kickboxing coaches in the world. But he's like, he just wants to go and take brain damage and lose like 2/3 of his fights. I'm kind of kidding, but Leon had it. I just don't know anymore. Leon had it, and by it, I mean fingers in the eye of Bilal. Bilal. Dude, fucking the Sean Brady and Bilal hate train on Leon is actually pretty funny. Let me find it. Dude, Bilal was tweeting up a storm during the fight. I was fucking cracking up. Let me find. Oh my God, dude, Bilal, don't flood your shit with a bunch of political stuff. I'm trying to find your funny tweets. Dude, Bilal's Twitter feed is crazy. Bilal bounces around from clowning Leon. He bounces around from clowning Leon to posting Israel-Palestine stuff to posting WWE stuff. This is wild shit. But hold on, where's Leon's tweets? Oh, here we go. Hello. Remember Leon got removed from the rankings? Yeah, that's because he didn't take the Hamzat fight. But then when he accepted it, they put him back in, and then Hamzat pulled out. That's when he got COVID and almost died. That shows you how much freaking, how much privilege those guys from that part of the world have. Literally, Leon turns down a fight. They take him out of the rankings when he was ranked like 3rd. Dude, low-key, they've disrespected Leon like crazy. But by giving him the Usman rematch and the Covington fight, they potentially extended his title reign much longer than it would have been. You know what I mean? I think if he would have fought a Bilal or Shavkat earlier, he would have lost. It was so embarrassing seeing Olberg pretty much run from Jan the whole fight. He literally just backed up and countered. Yeah, they were both landing, like, I think at a similar clip, but when you have like almost the same clip in the striking, and that's basically where the entire fight happens, I think that's where you have to start considering cage control, aggressiveness, deciding where the fight takes place. Because in my opinion, the fight was happening on Jan's terms. You know what I mean? Olberg never hit Jan that clean either. Yeah, like they were, yeah. Jan's old now, and he looks slow, but he's still got some power. He's still super durable. It's far from the end for Jan, even though he's 42. But yeah, here was Bilal. So he said, everyone has an off night when the bully's in front of them. What time is it in London? Asking for Leon. And then don't let him bully your son. And then just how good is Bilal Muhammad? Leon's going to need a big motivational speech this round. Sean copied my homework. Headshot dead. Retweeted his own tweet from like 30 minutes before that. And then just a bunch of Bilal glaze. Bilal! Bilal! And then here's what else he had to say. Leon Edwards says he was injured and underestimated. Dang, dude, tongue twisters today might be. Leon said he was injured and underestimated Bilal Muhammad at UFC 304. Going into the fight, there was injuries. The thing that made the most difference was fighting at 5 a.m. I just thought, it's Bilal. Haha, I can beat Bilal. And then this guy's full of excuses. That's why Brady will beat him. I predict once Brady gets him down 2 or 3 times, he'll find a submission because Leon's weak mentally and he'll have flashbacks of what I did to him. And they, tweeted himself. All right. It's MMA. Everyone's injured. Yeah, of course. Nobody is going into a fight at 100%, especially with how hard MMA training camps are, Cardi. I'd rather lie than to lose you, girl. To lose you, girl. They want us gone. Truth is they can't handle me at the top. The details, my love. All right, let me reach out to GFL. It's time, okay? We need to make some moves. What do you guys think? Should I just hit him with an email that says, yo, respond with my press pass. Here's my name. Ho. I'd rather. Fuck, they DM'd me. Let me find it. I swear, if they flop out after like 2 events, I'm going to be so pissed. All right, guys, we're getting some emails out here. We're hitting up GFL because they're doing it at the Shrine, which is interesting. That's a small venue. It's like a concert venue that like mid-level artists do. For their first event, it's nothing. Like I think the capacity might be 500 people. Hold on. The Shrine LA capacity. Oh, shit. It holds 6,000 people. I didn't realize it was that big. My bad. My bad. Send GFL a Life Alert membership. I'll send them a promo code. Hey, 25% off. 25% off. You do it in bulk. All your senior-aged fighters. I'm just kidding. John Dong, what's going on, baby? Crazy to think that Cain is going to jail and that the other guy is free. Yeah, it's fucked up, dude. I understand, like, he's not free. He's awaiting trial, but I understand what you mean. He's home right now, GFL LA debut event press inquiry. And I'll say, hello, ho-ass. Respond to me with a press. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, it's so sick. I got a job coaching MMA. So, Hurley, let me peep the, wait 1 sec. Let me peep that in a sec, Jake Miller. But it's sick, dude. I got a job coaching MMA and I do this channel. My life is combat sports now. Combat sports is literally my life. Actually ridiculous. Cain should be good for the time he already served. This ain't a criminal. This is a dad protecting his child. True. The other guy is getting 8 years most likely. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Felony, lewd, acts with a minor. That's a crazy thing to have in my search history. I'm not going to look that up. You guys Google it. Thank you, dude. I'm going to be coaching MMA. How long have you been training martial arts for? About 6 years now. I played baseball my whole life. I was a college baseball player until I was and I stopped playing baseball when I was 21. Yeah, I played baseball till I was 21, finished college. I wanted to pursue a pro contract. Like Like, and I was going through the rehab for a torn rotator cuff in my throwing arm because I was a pitcher, and I was trying to get a pro contract, and the rotator cuff recovery was roughly 18 months, and about 12 months into it, I decided that I didn't have a passion for baseball anymore, or at least I had lost my passion for baseball some time before that, but it was more about seeing it through and being like, I committed to taking this as far as I can take it and all that stuff. And also, like, my dad was a pro baseball player and my grandpa was a pro baseball player, so I felt like some sort of obligation to do it. And then like 12 months into like an 18-month rotator cuff recovery or whatever it was, I just said, yeah, I think I'm good on this. So I finished my rehab. I stopped playing baseball and I started training. And then I actually met my wrestling coach at my gym. He fought John Jones in the UFC, actually. His name's Vladimir Matyushenko. I met him through him and my mom have a mutual friend. And I met him, trained at his house, and then he was like, yo, this is the gym that I coach at. And so I started going there. So I went from baseball to MMA super fast. There was like almost no gap. There was literally no gap between me. There's actually an overlap. So bad you can't even post online. Yeah, good shit. You didn't hit enter on that one. Yeah, for real. But anyways, yeah. So I quit baseball, started training. I had my first fights after I'd only been training for like 8 months. I did a bunch of jiu-jitsu tournaments and stuff like that, but I've been training since I was 21 and I'm 26 and a half. Damn, your dad and OG were both pros at baseball. So my dad played mostly in the Milwaukee Brewers system. And then my grandpa played for the Boston Red Sox and the Cincinnati Reds. And my grandpa retired because he got drafted to fight in World War II. And then my dad, when he was like 27, 28, had an injury and he was just like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work. So he moved on and started doing real estate. Bro, you could have been an all-star in the Mexico League. There's actually a few guys that I used to train with at my old baseball facility that play in the Mexican leagues, and they make good money. You can't shoot across a busy highway. That's the issue Cain had. He had endangered others who had nothing to do with it. Yeah, that's why when I was talking about it in my video, I was saying, like, I totally understand how it happened. Like, you have to receive some sort of punishment for that. Especially because some guy got shot. Like, the Chomo's stepdad got shot because he was in the car with him. Back though. How long have you been watching UFC? So the very first UFC that I watched live was 229. It was Conor versus... No, not 229. Yeah, it was 229. 229, Conor versus Khabib. I wasn't into UFC at the time, but I had a few friends that were. And so I watched that with them. And then I watched Khabib and Gaethje live, which was like... What was Khabib and Gaethje? Like 240 something? 254. Okay. 254. So then I watched that, and then that's when I kind of started. I was like, oh shit, this is dope. I always thought it was cool, but I started developing more of an interest in it. And then the very first one that I watched, like all the way through, like full card, was Conor versus Dustin 2, when Conor had the shaved head and got knocked out in Abu Dhabi, like January 21 or something like that. That's when I saw that was the first one where I was like, I'm a UFC fan now, and I've missed a couple of fight night cards, but I haven't missed a pay-per-view since 257. So I've watched, whether it was on stream or not, I've watched every pay-per-view since 257. So that's 43, 56 pay-per-views in a row I've watched, something like that. And then I'd say fight nights, I watch at least all of some of them. Or at least some of all of them, but most of them I watch the whole card. I'm 22, thinking about starting Muay Thai. It's not too late, is it? No, it's not. Bilal Muhammad started training at like 25, 26 years old. That's cool as fuck, bro. Now you got to become UFC champ. We'll see, bro. Me versus Tom Aspinall in like 5 years. Conor versus Khabib as your first fight. You got spoiled and probably didn't even realize. I know, dude. At the time, I was like, because I was watching it and it was Conor. Like I knew about Conor and I had seen a million Conor clips over the years, like through his rise and all that stuff. Yeah, so I saw that and I was like, God damn, this is crazy as fuck. And then in hindsight, I was like, oh, that was the biggest night in the sport's history. UFC 300 is probably the closest I got to watching an entire card. I think I only missed the first 2 fights. Gotcha. Yeah, there's a bunch of pay-per-views where I'll watch all 12, 13 fights. I mean, I just did it for UFC London. I was here for every fight. And we got fucking like 13, we had like 13 fights. We had like 11 decisions or 12 decisions. Any interest in being WWE heavyweight champ? Dude, hey, listen, I'm interested in whatever that bag comes with, you know? But actually, dude, I think WWE is pretty cool. I used to think it was lame. I used to watch it as a kid and I thought it was cool. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, this is gay. And then now I watch it with Bo, who I have that other podcast with. And I'm like, yo, this shit's lit. Once you get past like the cringy, like it's not real mindset, because we all know that we're here for entertainment, you know? And so once you get past that and you watch it, you're like, bro, this is cinema. The way the writing and all of that shit is top tier, bro. I want to join a boxing gym. Boxing is my favorite martial art. Dude, you should go for it. You should go for it. I think that everybody should train martial arts in their life to some degree. I think that it like makes you more confident about yourself. It teaches you discipline because you don't want to be like imagine like for example, if you're somebody that's like smoking a lot or drinking a lot or not eating healthy, you're going to go start training and you're like, well, hold up. Why am I training this hard just to spoil it with bad habits, you know? Like where you go, dang, I felt like shit in sparring today, but it's because I ate McDonald's and drank some Coronas last night. It makes you like change your habits because you can't, if it's something you truly care about, like if you go and do boxing and you're like, and you feel yourself getting better and stuff and all that, and you feel yourself and see yourself getting in better physical shape, and then you slip up a little bit. I'm not saying you can't have fun, but it just makes you develop better habits. You want to eat better. You want to sleep. You want to improve your sleep, and just take care of yourself better because you see the direct correlation. I mean, even with me, bro, even recently, like to be honest, when I get stressed, I don't rely on substances. I don't like drink or smoke when I'm having a really hard time. I always end up stress eating. I like indulge myself in shitty food, like fast food and stuff like that when I'm stressed. And I've been really clean about it for a minute now, and I notice a difference every day in like how irritable I get, how stressed I am. And a big part of that is like I would hate eating like I would eat McDonald's and then I'd go train the next day and I was gassing out in like 30 minutes in class, like before sparring even, and all that type of stuff. And I was like, man, I got to do better for myself. I'm a former fighter and all that stuff. I'm kind of over like gassing out just because I'm not treating myself well, you know? You got to treat life like a fucking RPG game. Like you got to collect coins and you got to collect food and you got to make sure your health points and your skill levels and all that shit. When you treat life like an RPG game, bro, you actually would do better. London is always a snoozer card every year. Yeah, it always is. Unfortunately, Fight Society versus MMA Guru for super heavyweight championship. Dude, I'm down. That's what I'm saying, dude. Hey, for the MMA YouTube belt, you guys just got to help me grow. I'll keep bringing the great content. You guys watch the videos and like them, show them to a friend. We get this channel popping. MMA YouTube heavyweight belt, Fight Society Wyatt and MMA Guru. You know what I'm saying? Most of it is scripted, but not fake, if you know what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. No, it's like rehearsed. It's, it's combat theater. The outcome is predetermined. But when you realize like how they're like literally improving sketchy ass moves live on TV, you get a lot more respect because these guys are actually fracturing their back and, all that type of shit. I'm already confident in myself, but when I was training in judo, I had a whole nother level of confidence. Yeah, I hear you. And just like having a routine and something that makes you stay disciplined is really good. So mid-max in life, like an RP, what do you mean mid-max? No, I'm talking about max everything, bro. Max your looks, your health, all that stuff. As a 22-year-old, that was solid advice. Too young to have it all, too old to be a kid. So treat life as a game to level up is solid. Yeah, dude. You can't, because here's the thing, bro. It's like sometimes things just take time to fall in place, you know? Yeah, you can't have everything right away. I mean, there's things that I wish I had 5 years ago that I don't have yet, you know? Or, this channel's, I've been doing this channel for a year and a half. I wish I was the biggest channel in MMA YouTube right now, type of thing. But incrementally, good videos, consistency. Same thing with losing weight, or losing weight or getting in better shape or like, investing $5 a day or $10 a week. Well, if that's all you can afford, over time, things stack up. I think that's one thing that as I get older, I'm like, dude, I gotta, and don't take that as you should be complacent or like, you still have to have a sense of urgency to achieve your things, but you just can't beat yourself up for not being there yet type shit. I'm over here preaching and shit today. My bad. Only title Guru is winning for the smelliest chair. That motherfucker puts in 40 hours a week on that. Let me see I think, dude, as far as streams, I think I put in 6.5 hours on Saturday, but as a whole, I only put in like 3-4 hours a week into live streaming. And then the videos, a lot more. Mid-max is an RPG term to get a good team in raids, to have the best loot, having others do the work for you. Yeah. There you go. Hell no, talk that shit. Yeah, fair enough. It doesn't always have to be just about MMA. But with that said, I am going to email GFL. I said, run me the press pass, please. Run me that press pass, please, brother. Brother, this is crazy, brother. Fight Society, only channel based in LA, brother. Only MMA channel based in LA besides Brendan Schaub. Mid-max. Oh, I don't know those terms. Can't fit in the room. It's funny because I can't play the songs on stream because it'll get me copyrighted, but I'm just in here fucking with Cardi blasting in my ears while I'm chilling with you guys. Said, excuse me, sir. All Tony Fergusons should have life alert. Bro, dude, I gotta DM more guys. I've already DM'd guys and they haven't responded to me, but I'll fuck around and triple DM them. I don't care. Let's see. And sometimes people just ghost you mid-conversation too. I'm not going to say who, but there was somebody in the MMA space that I had something set up with. I had something kind of set up with to collab on them. And the last thing I heard was, fantastic, I'll keep you posted. And I, in fact, was never kept posted. Charge them hoes a fee. Charge them. Oh, shit. Playboy Cardi's the definition of trash. No, dude, that shit's a vibe. It's not traditional and it's pretty experimental, but I like it. Who is it? Tell, please. Nah, I can't. It's unprofessional. If we have beef, like if I end up having beef with the person, I'll crash out and spoil everything, like the type of thing I did with Cedricus Dumas. Actually, Goblin, you weren't around for this. Let me put you on game, bro. I have beef with Cedricus Dumas. He's a UFC middleweight. -5. No. It's not an MMA. It is an MMA YouTuber, but it's not like one of the -500 bedtime Rico. No, it's definitely not either one of them. Actually, MMA YouTubers are super chill for the most part. Like the people that I've worked with, like I've done collabs with Fight Night Frankie. I did a collab with Making the Walk. I've I'm still on his heels for you, bro. I'll become a wrestler just to get a shot at Valerie Laredo. Oh, I remember her. Oh, here, I'll show you, Goblin. One sec. I made a video about his criminal record. Best MMA collab was Guru ruining Jesse on Fire's semi-politically correct Oh, wait, I didn't even know he was on Jesse on Fire. Excuse me. But Goblin, just so you know what I was talking about, I made a video about Cedricus Dumas' history of beating women and getting charged with it, along with a bunch of other crazy shit. And he reached out to me and he was like, "You're a fucking hoe." Yeah, he doesn't like me for telling the truth, essentially. And to be here, let me find the DMs. Let me find the DMs. One sec. It's been a minute. I'll just search it. It's SD the Reaper or some shit. SD the Reaper Dumas. Here we go. Yeah, so here. One sec. Sorry, I'm still getting over being sick, but here, let me find it. Okay. So I made a video about his history of beating women. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't want to expose all my DMs. But yeah, so like this was him right here. He reached out to me. He said, "Hey, whore, I just seen your punk ass interview on YouTube." It wasn't an interview. It was just a talking head video. But I just seen your punk ass interview talking on YouTube or talking down on YouTube, talking down to somebody's past. Keep in mind, his grammar's terrible. Fuck ass bitch. You look like you're scolding, like you fucked your ass and then you go post to your page. Thank you for always talking shit. By the way, that's super racist. It's just because I'm white and pink. That's super racist. I'm just saying. Thank you for always talking shit. You got 130 followers. Oh yeah, dude. I had like no subscribers at the time too. So he like went and found me. Yeah. Hey, whore is fucking hilarious, bro. This was a long time ago. This was over a year ago. No, 7/9/2024. Oh no, this was almost a year. It was like 7-8 months ago. Thank you for always talking shit, bitch. You got 130 followers. Need to sit your ass down. Go get some followers. Like, that's why I made the video, bro. That's why I'm trying to get followers. That's why I made the video. What the fuck you done? You look like you beat the shit out of your damn mama. Have a good day talking about and stop trying to chase cloud in my past. Whew, grammar, bro. See, the public school system is definitely failing. No wonder Trump disassembled the Department of Education. Stop trying to chase cloud off in my past, and also just know I'm using autocorrect. Yeah. No, I agree with you too. And I said, damn, so you didn't like the video? Well, shit, man, it's a pretty embarrassing past to have. I wouldn't want someone exposing it on YouTube either. But the information is public, and you're a pro athlete in the biggest organization in your sport, so I don't know what you thought would happen. Tell you what, bro, you should come on my channel for an interview and we talk about it. Before you ask, no, I will not pay you $100 for an interview. For context, it's because he got exposed for asking people for, not me, but other YouTubers. He was asking for $100 for an interview. It's like, if it's somebody with a big name, I get it. But $100, dude, you're just build your name. And he's also hit me up or he's on the East Coast. That's 5-something a.m. And he said, "You right, it's public. And please, I didn't even ask you first for a payout. You only got 138 people. You went out of your way to make a story about me. Don't even have any deals. It was funny seeing you talk about my life. Thank God. Glad I happy. Yeesh." Yeah, and so here's the thing. He fucking, on the Saudi Arabia card, I think it was the... Shit. It was either Umar versus Sandhagen or... Fuck, what was it? It was either Umar versus Sandhagen or the Whitaker versus Ikram Al-Askarov card. He did like... he did a fucking post-fight interview because he beat Dennis Tialulin, who's 10-9, and it went to a decision, I'm pretty sure. And he goes, "Hey, man, all these people on the internet and shit, talking about saying I beat women and shit, bruh. I just got to say, bruh, that shit's in the past, bro. Like, he didn't even deny it. He just said that's in the past. God damn, dude. This shit cracks me up sometimes. He thought he was eating with that, and he literally just admitted fault on his oh, and he thought he ate too. Let me see. Okay, wait. MMA on Fire and Guru. Did they take it down? Where did they do it? I can't find. Did they? They must have deleted the episodes or something. I'd rather. Okay, yep. Nah, this man set black people back 50 years. Very possibly, but me as a white man cannot give a take on that. You know what I'm saying? That's a little spicy. That's a little bit of Rocky Road for me. A little Rocky Road ice cream for me. It's going to be a nice memory for you in 5 years when Dumas is robbing liquor stores and you're interviewing UFC people. You're right, though. You're right, though. David Banner, there's a few of you guys in here that always make me laugh. That's so funny. You guys are the best. It was on Jesse's channel. Guru said he had to self-censor since Jesse texted him to tone down the gay jokes. Oh, it's because Jesse on Fire has that like middle-aged political audience. Let me see. Let me search his channel for... Oh, I just found it. Oh, they streamed. And then Guru left the podcast. Wait. Oh shit, this is crazy. He's like cussing in front of his daughter on shit. A Guru is like the funniest like corrupter, you know? Oh, he's like, yeah, I found it. Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm trying to find it. There's a part where he says, check your phone. What's going on, Arturo and David Banner? Sorry, I was trying to see. I didn't even realize that they had done any sort of collabs before. I only see one. Oh, no, there's two of them. Okay. They did 2 streams. Okay, let me look at the last one because I just watched the first one. Hold on, I'm skipping ahead. All right, whatever. Nothing spicy there. Nothing spicy. Thank you for coming on, though, guys. I am going to hop off. It is time for me to get ready for MMA. I got to leave pretty soon. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll have a new video for you guys tomorrow. Banger video, actually. Banger video dropping tomorrow. It took me a long ass time to make this video. I've kind of like, it's kind of been sitting in my queue as a private video for a minute now. It's going to drop early. It's going to drop at 4 a.m. my time, 7 a.m. your guys' time, or if you're on the East Coast tomorrow. It's a video about Joe Rogan. It's a deep dive on something to do with Joe Rogan. It's a long deep dive video, type of shit like that. And so that'll drop tomorrow morning. I'm sure you guys will love that one. I put a ton of work into that one. And then also, guys, do me a favor. I dropped a Cain Velasquez breakdown and reaction to his sentence last night. I'm putting the link in it right here. Do me a favor, guys. Go run up that video. Really appreciate you guys. And then, yeah, guys, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate all you guys. You guys tune in super frequently for me. And yeah, thank you guys. I will see you, let's say, what's tomorrow? Wednesday? Let's say early afternoon tomorrow. I'll be here around like noon or 1. So on my time. And if something changes, I'll put it on the community tab. But I'm looking at a little bit earlier stream. And then, oh shit, I just unhooked my chain. But yeah, a little bit earlier stream. And then we'll figure out a little bit of, we'll do some late night streams too. I'm working on my schedule. Once I have my schedule figured out for this new job, that's when we'll have like a set stream schedule. That'll be like this day, we're always live at this time and so on. So appreciate you guys. Arturo, David Banner, all you guys in the chat. You guys are the best. Love you guys. See you later. Shama.